Hey guys, welcome to another day, another challenge, the 50-day Talk to the Camera challenge. And today we are on day number 45. And today's question will be share the best parts about your job. So, share the best parts about your job or the best parts of being at your job. So, probably if you've been around since the sort of first sort of couple of videos, then you probably heard me sort of repeat over and over again that I work at a cinema. But for those who don't know or are just joining, this is your first video. First of all, hi, how you doing? And yeah, so I work at a cinema, and one of the benefits from working there is I get to see free movies. So that's the only part of it that's sort of free. But there are sort of there's sort of situations where it depends on the movie. So if the movie it's a big one, if it's a big movie, like really big. So for example, if it's like a movie like I don't know, the Avengers, one of the Avenger movies. Usually, it's usually those sort of big sort of movies that we're apparently not allowed to use our card because for whatever reason, because I guess yeah. So it's only for movies that are not as big as that. So it's kind of it's kind of BS, but I always find a way to get in anywhere. So other one is we have about 10% off of food and drinks. Yeah, about 10% off about food or drinks. And what else? Sometimes we have staff showings that show movies very early in advance, or maybe a few hours before we open. If it's a movie that you want to see before anybody else, or you're too busy for the rest of that week, then that's basically your chance. All of it, of course, all of that is in the morning or sometimes in the midnight because that's when the place usually closes and there's not many people around. Well, mostly customers shouldn't be in the building at that point. It should just be staff members or managers at that point. So that's usually where they put it in there. And what else is there? We've got Starbucks as well. We've got a Starbucks in the building itself, sort of separate to everything else. So sometimes at the end of the day, if it's like a long or tiring day, I thought to sort of reward myself by getting myself a drink. And what else? Since our cinema is located next to a big shopping mall as well, and there's plenty to do. There's plenty to do in there, and trying to think off the top of my head. What else? What else for benefits? I'm forgetting. And yeah, we get so basically we get paid hourly is about 11. No, no, not 11. What am I talking about? Sorry, £10.60 like an hour. So I think it might go up to 11. That's what I'm thinking. That's why it's in my head, but that's not really been confirmed yet. It's not really put into place yet, but could be an option in the future. But yeah, so yeah, 11. It's up 10.60 an hour. So it's a lot more compared to other places, and it seems like in terms of people sort of being, in terms of getting this job, it seems pretty easy. Like this cinema, it seems like they just hire everybody or anyone really, so anybody can just sort of get hired. You know, it's up to about 16 and over is so where you can get hired. And I think what are the benefits? Oh, the other benefit is sometimes when you're cleaning a screen after a showing has ended and you're cleaning up after people, sometimes if you're lucky, you will find either leftover money, so you find some coins on the floor, nothing like notes, nothing like cash or notes, anything like that. It's mostly just coins and that stuff. But sometimes you do come across that. Some people like leave it or drop it behind. Other one is people, for whatever reason, like cinemas are not cheap. For whatever reason, people just don't sort of eat or drink their, what they bought. So sometimes they have leftovers, and sometimes, if you're lucky, it's sealed up. So that means they have no. It's contained. It hasn't been like touched, anything like that. It's contained, and if you want to, you can have it. You know, I mean, it would be a waste of money just to get rid of it. So it makes more sense to have it. Just yeah. So it's usually I just put it into my pocket or whatever. Or I go back to my locker, go back to locker and just put it back in there. The amount of crazy stuff that I found, or a lot of good stuff that I found at that cinema. And yeah, and sometimes we have the pick and mix of sweets there, and we have it in a bag more than just any other method. We just have like in a bag, basically like a small little concessions bag. And there was one instance where me and somebody else were cleaning a screen, and we came across a bag that is filled up to the top. It has every single candy that's in there from the pick and mix stand. It's got every single one of the candy in there, and it's nearly filled up to the top. It has not been touched. I can tell it's not been touched. And I thought, well, I guess it's ours, you know. So that was a great day. I can't believe that happened. It was really heavy as well. Just to give you an idea of how full it was pretty heavy, like holding it. And yeah, what else is there? And yeah, it depends. Like you get some good people. You got good people there working. You get along with them really well. And usually we get quieter days. So there's a lot of just chilling around, sort of talking and that stuff. And yeah, sometimes we do like socials, well, going out, as a team to just sort of like get some drinks, sort of just chill out, etc. Sometimes we have parties. I say sometimes, but no, we have parties every Christmas, like a Christmas party, not in the cinema, like out of the cinema, away from the shopping mall. It's somewhere in town. It's usually a different venue every single time. But yeah, so so those are the best parts of that's the best parts of sort of my job. There's also a lot of not so good parts as well, but that's not part of the question. And yeah, so yeah, that pretty much answers it. So yeah, that completes day number 45 of this challenge. And tomorrow will be another question, another day, and well, we'll see about that. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one, hopefully. But if not, take care. Goodbye.